Right then guys, here we go. Ford Cortina Mark II 1600E. No, GT. A GT. 1600 GT. Very rare old car. Now, this particular one, one keeper from new upon his passing. His son-in-law inherited the car. I don't think he's used it. If he has, he's done very, very little with it. So, by all intents and purposes, really, it's a one-owner car from new, and here it is. Yeah, I've been up the street. Brakes are binding. They're binding quite a bit, in all fairness. Don't think you're going to drive it home because brakes are binding due to it being stood around, I am sure. Now, it's not absolutely pristine on the body, but it's smart and tidy. And a real good, other than the brakes, real good driver. We literally went up and down the estate there, and I must confess, drove really well. So she's clearly had a bit of TLC round it over the years. Spare gearbox in the boot there, look, a couple of spare R shafts. Not that it needs them. I did get into fourth, I think, I'm sure I did. So all is good. Some spare brakes there, look, bits and pieces is accumulated over the years, no doubt. Bright work would generally clean up, I believe. It's got some extra wide wheels on, look, some whatever they are, 5.5Js are they, that were ordered new. There is a nice little letter comes with the car from the deceased owner saying he bought the car new, he spec'd it with them wheels, and a few other bits and pieces. That door's locked. So as I say, it's not pristine on the body, but it's a real good user, ideal, and it starts on the button, sounds really sweet. We'll want a brake overhaul, a quick service round really, and away you go. So there you go. It's now showing 68,000 miles. I think it's safe to assume that's 168, because I'm sure I saw in there somewhere an engine rebuild at about 100. So I think it's fairly safe to assume that she's 168. But as I say, very nice being one owner. Again, in there, a little bit scruffy here and there, but it looks solid. It does look solid. So that's, as we all know, that is the thing. Under the bonnet has been brushed in with a bit of black, no doubt to tidy things up a little. So really depends on how good a one you want, or indeed how good a one you want to make it. That's more to the point. As I say, structurally it all looks pretty good down underneath there. Not that you can see a great deal on the camera, but it looks fantastically solid from what I can see. So there you go. Calm down, have a little look, and make sure it's what you think it is. I think that's the answer. Go and find another one owner 1600 GT. You're going to have a job, aren't you? So we have an older style V5 here. No former keepers, look, none. And several owners' handbooks and parts catalogues, couple of invoices, and there's lots of old V5s, or older style, the buff logbook there, look, and the older style V5s, and indeed said love letter there from the sadly now deceased. So there you go. So a nice old car, good bit of history, lovely bit of history. So a real good user. I think that sums it up. Don't think you're going to win a show next week, but it's a good user and a good starting point to make a lovely car. So get yourself down and have a look. Cheers.